One of the things I was going to ask you about is I have a friend that basically she always has a need, constantly in need about something. And I've watched the patterns in her life. She's not a very good steward, and I've watched that. A couple of things is...
Wait.
Okay.
Does she have a need, or does she come to you claiming she has a need?
No, she actually does have needs come up because she does not take care of her finances very well.
Okay.
Okay. So my question about this is, I'm not going to enable her.
No.
Because I watch this going on. But then I think, if I was to help her in a situation that came up, then I wouldn't really be a good steward. And then I thought, when is the point that you say, okay, here's a person who has a need, and you hope that they're going to use that correctly, what you give to them? Do you just give it to them because not necessarily her, but another person who has a need? Do you give it to them with the intent that, okay, Abba, Father, I see a need, I want to give to this person. At that point, once I give it to them, they're responsible for how they use what I have given to them to meet those needs.
Boy, didn't that sound wonderful? And it's all a crock. You just made it sound like so wonderful. I just trust the Abba. You just make...
I don't know.
But that's not the way it works, okay?
Okay.
But it sounded so good. Don't we all do that? Convince ourselves those kind of things? We have a very simple process when people come to us, which is why you should send them to somebody like us, right?
Sure.
And they usually end up with elder first, and we go through the process of finding out why there is a need. We are very happy to help when the need is a unusual, unexpected, not bad handling of finances type of whatever. But just sometimes things happen, right? We're happy to help those people out. But when we find out it's because of bad finances, we're going to want to make sure that they're actually going to be doing something to address the actual problem.
Right.
Okay? So the question is, need, cause. What caused the need? An unexpected, no way they could have predicted, oh, that's one type of thing.
Right.
Or a very predictable path to the need.
Right.
Mismanagement of funds, spending like they shouldn't, not watching what they're doing, not keeping track of this. Well, I'm not throwing any money at that.
Right.
Because it's just going to not do anything. Okay, so I'm not going to sit there with those wonderful words going, I'll just trust Abba. Well, no. Abba's going to look at you like you're an idiot.
No.
Why are you giving money to this person who's just going to come and need it 6 months later, 5 months later, next week, or whatever they're doing with their money? This came up, and I'll give you an example. Maybe you'll think I'm being really cruel here. When I first started in ministry, this goes back a long time, I was just the Torah teacher at a small congregation. It wasn't my congregation. The leader was, I guess, trying to figure out about eventually letting me take over the congregation because he was supposed to be moving across the country or something. And so he wanted to see, I guess, how I would handle something. So he came to me and said the lady had contacted him about not being able to pay her rent. And I said, well, what else is going on? Like, why, as far as, well, she's just short, whatever it is. Come to find out, the lady also smoked 4 packs a day. I said, well, I'm not going to give any money to somebody who can't pay their rent who's smoking 4 packs a day. If you're not willing to do what you need to do to take care of yourself, why am I supporting your stupidity and your bad habits? Because that's basically what I'd be doing, right? So I told him that's what my approach would be. I don't remember what he did, but I'm just saying because it wasn't my decision, it was his. But no, I would talk to the person and say, if you want my help, I want to see that you've already done everything. Elder Billy will tell you, when you come to him, have you done everything you can? We should not be first. We will absolutely help you if that is actually where our role should be. We're not like the insurance companies trying to find some way out of it. We want to just make sure we're actually helping you. And the first thing to help you is make sure you've done everything to help you. You have to develop the ability and the mindset of making the effort to help you first. A broke person who's calling us doesn't go to Starbucks every day, doesn't smoke 3 or 4 packs a day, because they can't do that if they're broke. They don't have 5 apps they're paying for, and then come to us because they fall short for the week or whatever. Then you're asking us to pay for all that stuff, essentially. You're not taking your responsibility, okay? So when a person like that comes to you, you have to say, look, your problem is, be honest with them. Say, look, you're just not handling your money right. You need help understanding how to handle your money. It's hard. By the way, one of the worst experiences you get to have in life is being honest with people. Because that always goes so well, doesn't it? They love it when we do it. When I say basically you're an idiot, what are you doing? Don't laugh. I actually say that when it's appropriate. But I say it this way. Are you ready to stop being stupid? Because when you're ready to stop being stupid, things will get better. Now, that's not just when, like I said, time and chance happen and you're in trouble. But there are people that are in trouble all the time because they're just not tired of being stupid yet. And stupid meaning, well, how do you end up in big financial problems? The flesh. What do you mean by the flesh? Because you have no discipline to recognize I don't have enough money for this. Because you're not even looking at your budget. I have had several people, even success stories, who have fixed everything, but when they came to me first, had no idea, and most of you are that way, how much you have every month, negative or positive, at the end of the month. You have no idea. You couldn't tell me. You couldn't tell me that at the end of March, we just finished March, whether you were up or down for the month and how much. You have no idea. And this person, when they came to me, and they have fixed it since, I was very proud of them, they had no idea how in the red they were until we actually looked it up and got all the numbers and the bank statements and the credit cards and everything figured out. I'm sure this lady has no idea how upside down she is.
Yes, correct.
Why would I throw money at that?
Right.
It's not going to do anything. It's only going to make it worse.
Right.
Then she's going to come back for more. I'm not feeding the drug addict. That's basically it. They're addicted to their foolishness. I'm not feeding the addiction. Their drug of choice is spending money, or their drug of choice is whatever foolishness they're doing.